Now boys, listen, when it comes to progressive overload and getting stronger each week and building that lean quality muscle tissue, this is the one thing that most guys completely fuck up because they don't understand. And why volume matters more than fucking weight. Let's say you're training and you're lifting heavy, but if your total volume drops when you go up in weight, studies show that you can live up to 23% of your gains on the fucking table. Because how do you calculate volume? Yeah, it's your weight that you're lifting every week times the repetitions of each weight. That's your weekly volume. And in order for you to truly do progressive overload each week, not only do you have to lift heavier or lift more reps, your overall volume for each exercise and for the overall session needs to at least maintain or get bigger from last week. And let's use incline bench press for an example, right? This is one thing and one analogy that a lot of guys don't understand, but I'm going to teach you boys one-on-one. Let's say you're incline bench pressing 50 kilos for 10, right? You might have your top set, which you go really strong and heavy, and then your back set, which is about 12 to 15 reps, that really drives that muscle and that blood through. Some of that might be your top set. So usually, before we get into that, you got your top set, which is, either 8 to 10 or let's say 10 to 12 reps. And then you got your back set for each compound lift. 12 to 15 repetitions. Let's say you got your top set at 50 kilos and you got your back set at 40 kilos for 15, right? Your top set will be 50 times 10 is 500. That's your volume, right? And in order for you to increase your weights from week one to week 2, what do you need to do? Not only do you, need to increase the weight, but you need to increase the overall volume. So this is one key thing that I want you boys to listen up on. So what you want to do is you want to take last week's volume, which is 500, and you divide that by the new weight you want to increase it to. So let's say you want to do 55 kilos. So if the second week you're going to be lifting 55 kilos, you need to make sure you're lifting a minimum of 9 reps in order to maintain the same volume from the prior week. So 9 reps minimum. So ideally you want to be lifting 10 in order to get the most effective progressive overload, because you could be lifting 55 kilos. You might think you've gone up from 50 to 60 or 55, let's say, but if you've hit below 9 reps, it doesn't mean you're getting stronger just because the weight's gone up. It means you're getting weaker and you're leaving 23% gains on the fucking table. So if you're not even keeping track of your workouts, if you're not even keeping track of your top set, your back set for your compound lifts, so your compound lifts might be your incline bench, your bent over rows. You have the top set where you go heavy, and then you got a back set in order to drive that fucking quality muscle tissue, But for your accessories, right, like the pec deck and anything else like that, you always do your 3 sets, and you may do 3 times 15 or 3 times 12, and you want to increase weight each set. But now, back to the 9 reps minimum. That's very fucking important, but it's not just about the volume, it's not just about the weight, it's also about the tempo, the form, and the technique that you're actually doing the lift. For both the concentric part of the movement, when you're cutting the muscle and you're going up, and the eccentric part of the movement, the elongation. So think about it. Eccentric is the knee, elongation, eccentric, the stretch, and then the concentric part of the movement where you harden and contract that muscle in. It's your tempo, which is your rhythm, your timing of the movement, your form, your intensity. There's a lot that goes into it. And if you're not getting stronger, if you're not even keeping track of what you've done the week before, if you're not even meal prepping, if you don't understand your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, and you're just kind of guessing around the kitchen, you're guessing around the training, then brother, it's no wonder why you're seeing mediocre results at best. The guys I coach one-on-one, I paint out a fucking insane training program with not only top sets, back sets, accessories are 3 sets, but also effective periodization. Let's say you're doing like a 6-7 month lean bulk. There's 4-week phases, and after week 5, after week 9, you increase either the top set. You might do 2 top sets and a back set for the compound movements. Or you might add in an extra exercise. So what I've done for one of my clients now, Jaden, from week 5, we added in a pull-up exercise on the upper day to failure. Those are things you can incorporate as part of periodization to make sure you're getting stronger and getting the most out of all the fucking training. But if you call yourself a fucking man, if you call yourself a leader in your career, your work, whatever it may be, but you're not taking your gym seriously, like you might be training 6-7 days a fucking week, but if you're not keeping constant track of all these things, then brother, you're leaving so many games on the fucking table. So form, intensity, volume, the whole fucking lot. And if you're serious about your progress, you're serious about your fucking growth, you're gonna track everything to the fucking T, because that is how you get it the fuck done. What isn't tracked effectively is fucking missed. And in order for you to progressive overload each week, you gotta understand everything. You gotta understand that the volume from previous week, right? Previous volume divided by new weight equals minimum reps you need to hit for max progressive overload. And that's it, fellas. That's a formula that a lot of guys don't understand but need to implement in order to get the most out of the games, because it's not just about doing more, it's about doing it better. What's not tracked is missed, and if you're serious about yourself, if you're serious about your fucking life as a man, you'll track everything to the fucking T and do that self-investment, do that self-work, and make sure everything is optimized so you can build the physique of the man that not only walks into the room and commands the fucking room, but he knows he's done the self-work every fucking morning, he's showing up consistently, and he's got that proven concrete track record that he's a motherfucker that shows up. He understands that all the time he's putting into the fucking gym, he's actually getting him a fucking result, because there's nothing more disheartening as a fucking man than constantly showing up to the fucking gym but not seeing the progress you should be fucking seeing. Because the moment you lock into structure, the moment you lock into a coach who knows what he's fucking doing, he gives you the periodized fucking training and he's locked you into a fucking plan, and you know you've shown up and you're seeing the results unfold before your very fucking eyes. You know that it's only up to you and the level of input that will get you the fucking outcome. And brother, it becomes so fucking addictive once you start to see the result that you know you fucking deserve. That's how you build the utmost respect and the utmost confidence for yourself as a fucking man. If you really want it, you show up and you make it fucking happen. Let's run this shit up. Boys, I hope you find that video fucking helpful. Leave a like, leave a subscription, and drop in your comments what part fucked with you the most. And if you want, hit me up on Instagram if you got any specific questions, not with all that. Or if you're looking to level up your systems, level up your fucking physique, drop the vices, drop the bullshit, and lock the fuck in, hit me up and we can talk. Big love, my brothers. I'll talk to you boys soon. Let's get it.